I'm joined here today with Wes Wilson from WWFIT. How you doing, Wes?
Thanks for having me, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Wes is going to run us through a few exercises and just show us some great stuff that we're going to use with an exercise band of things that we can do at home, things that we can do with travel. You'll basically be able to take fitness anywhere you go. So Wes, what do you got for us?
You know what, Jesse? I'm actually going to show you some stuff and our viewers, some stuff that you can do exercise-wise with just a simple resistance band. Now you can pick these up pretty much anywhere. You can go Big Five, Sports Authority, anything around town that has some fitness equipment probably has a resistance band. So a few different exercises I'm going to start off with are going to involve a pressing movement.
Okay.
Which is going to involve your chest.
Okay.
So this one I would recommend doing with a friend. Okay. You can wrap the band around a tree if you're out indoors. You can wrap it around sometimes it works around a door handle. But today we're going to be using a friend to help assist with the resistance. Okay. So what I'm going to have you do is actually face that way. I'm going to grab your right hand. You're going to hold it just like so, and let's have it on the inner side of the body. So I'm going to have Jesse do. It's going to be on the inside of his arm and not on the outside. That way it doesn't rub off his arm hairs and hurt.
Yeah, so, I've had arm hair before and it is not fun.
No bueno. So we're going to make sure he holds it on the inside of his arms. Now what he's trying to do with this exercise is he's using his chest muscles, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create resistance by pulling back on this. And while I'm doing that, he's going to take a left foot forward just a tad for me, Jesse. And he's going to kind of lean into it while maintaining a nice straight posture with his upper body. As you can see, his core is tight, his lower back's nice and engaged, so he's not drooping forward too much. So as he presses out...
So I don't want to be like this, right?
You definitely don't want to be like that. It's too much for the lower back to handle. So as he's pushing out with this weight, I'm going to stay and remain in the same spot. Now, what Jesse's doing here is he's contracting. He's super slow. Remember, it's all controlled manner is one of the best things you can do for an exercise. And what that's going to do is it's going to contract deeper in the muscle, allow for a better contraction, therefore a better workout. So as he's breathing out on the way out with the exercise, so it's also known as the exertion of the exercise, he's breathing out on the way out, breathing in on the way in to allow more of a better oxygen flow through the muscle. Perfect, Jesse. Give me 5 more, buddy. Now, you can make it a little bit tougher on your friend by pulling back a little bit harder. Give them a heads up when you do so, because you don't want them flying back towards you.
Yeah, I can feel a difference too, just that little bit of extra tension. I can feel it more in my stomach. I have to stabilize myself a lot more.
Exactly. And even so, when you're working in a muscle, a different muscle group, say standing, you want to make sure too, you just have that athletic stance, whether you're 1 foot forward or not. You want to make sure that lower back's disengaged by having a little bend of the knees and a strengthening of the core, so tightening that core. Good, Jesse. Perfect. Go and relax, buddy.
A couple of questions about...
Yes.
So if I'm doing that, and you already hit on if we're traveling and we don't have a buddy around, we can just tie it around a tree trunk and everything else like that, right?
Exactly.
What are some other ways I could add more resistance? Could I do that standing on 1 foot? Could I do it?
Definitely.
That's an exercise where you can add a combo in, right? So you could add in a lunge component if you wanted to with it, right?
Exactly. There's so many different variations you can do with this exercise. I just kind of wanted to show you the basic, but definitely you can go into a lunge, you can do a press, you can go from a lunge to a press, a lunge to a press. Okay, once again, you like you said, you can definitely use a tree. Make sure it's not too wide, nothing too rough either, because then it'll wear down your band and probably break and snap on you. So you got to be careful with that one. But honestly too, sometimes they sell the band with an attachment that you can actually shut your door on.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
And so then it'll basically just lock you in place and be ready to go.
And then what about sets and reps, Wes? Like, how many do you think is a good number for people to shoot for?
So pretty much the basic generic thing that you hear all the time is 3 sets, 15 reps. Okay, it depends on your goals. So generically, yes, speaking, you probably want to do about 3 sets. And the reason being is because the first and second, you're getting the blood flowing to isolating that blood flow to that chest with this exercise specifically. By the third, you've definitely torn that muscle up and you've gotten a good burn.
Okay.
Perfect. Cool.